Hello, everybody. NoukonNeko here, and here to play some Genshin today. It's been quite a bit of time, right, since the last streamed. I think the last time I streamed was like last Friday, so it's almost been a week, almost. Yeah, I it was unexpected, but I haven't been streaming because, well, I kind of didn't have internet for a good long time. I just got it back yesterday, but I kind of thought yesterday was like too early to kind of start streaming again, even though I kind of wanted to. But it's better to kind of take it easy, kind of prep up stuff, and kind of see what my internet can do. I don't know how it got fixed. It just somehow fixed itself after losing internet since Saturday. So it's from Saturday all the way to Wednesday, right? Like Wednesday afternoon. I did not have internet, and man, did I feel really isolated from the world. Like, kind of like check out VTubers. I couldn't really play a lot of games. Like some of the mobile games are still fine because some of them are kind of like, well, they're on mobile. I'm able to kind of connect to a very bad connection. I have I have like a pretty bad signal to my like cell provider, and yeah, it's just very bad internet. Let's going through that. Obviously, you can't stream with it, and you can barely play, well, barely watch videos with it. But I could still play some games, like kind of like take it really nice and slow in Genshin. Like, it's one thing to play Genshin on mobile, right? But it's also kind of difficult to actually play on touch screen, which I kind of had to do on my Android phone. Ooh. Okay, I should probably do some missions while I'm like talking. Let's go do the exhibition stuff first. We'll hit commissions, and then I think there's also a wiki boss I still haven't done yet. And do that. But yeah, it's kind of weird. It's almost as if I'm like stuck in like a deserted island, but kind of in my room. That's how weird it was during the last few days. Oh, Qualem, it's nice to see you again after almost a week, right? Yeah, it's just weird because I do kind of work like a normal person, remotely, and I kind of was trying to do as much as I can offline. But there were some stuff that would have been really nice to have internet for work. Oof. Oh, okay. I actually don't need to go here. Go that way. Yeah. So missed a lot of good stream potential stuff, right? I could have. I was gonna stream like a lot more Tower Fantasy, but Sumeru kicked in. And then also I missed like Monster Hunter Monday, which would have been fun too. So there's a lot of things I missed, right? And then I think I also had a couple like leftover stuff for a summertime event for Genshin. But I kind of had to sneakily kind of finish that since I couldn't stream it. So it was kind of like a shame that kind of happened. Okay, I need to go and mark things. That way I at least have like a visual like indicator of where I need to go instead of like kind of walking around randomly. Yeah, so it was really weird playing Genshin on like touchscreen. God, I feared combat like crazy. I was trying to do everything I can that didn't involve fighting. Fighting like easy stuff is actually fine. Fighting hard stuff is actually, it was scary. Like bosses, for example. Like, I don't really think I can fight right in touchscreen. Ouch. I am not using the right characters. Okay. Park at this. Yeah, so the only thing I really kind of did like as left for Genshin while I was like internetless was finish like Fischl's like little side story stuff. Right? You had to do a whole little play thing, the birds. So at least I could still enjoy that on mobile since it didn't require combat. I just had to kind of pay attention to the story. Oh, did you miss us? I mean, I kind of did. It felt really weird not being able to talk with a lot of people. Actually, even people outside of stream, I couldn't contact that much because I was trying to preserve data at that point. And then whenever I try to connect to people, like on Discord and stuff like that, like they can barely hear me. I heard like I was really robotic ish. So really couldn't really contact people too much while I was internetless. So it really was just like work and mobile games, and that's like literally it for the last few days. Obviously, none of the PC games want to work. Even when I try to hotspot from my phone, it did not work. So I literally had to do everything mobile wise. I guess all mobile games are a little more optimized for back connection. Ouch, 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 ouch. I need to switch teams. I forgot. It's fine. I can do this with the Yakus though. Almost there. Okay. Switch teams. Yeah, so it really does. I do really get that feeling of like being in a desert island the last few days. Like I just couldn't really communicate with too many people. There are times I kind of thought about, maybe I should like. I couldn't really stream where I went, but I was like thinking of like going to Starbucks and stuff like that, and use their like internet to kind of do things that I need to do on the internet. But technically, I didn't. Wherever I could have done my phone, my data plan, probably could have done it at Starbucks anyways. Really, a Discord and stuff, you can't really do those kind of stuff on Starbucks. So, I mean, one big problem was anytime there was a big game update, like, it would take a whole night to download things, and obviously, download big things like that will also cause you to hit like a data cap. So it wasn't a good idea. So I was like trying to make all these weird plans when Genshin came out. I was like, oh, I won't be able to touch Genshin do dailies for a while if the update comes because there's no way I could download it, one, fast enough, and two, it's going to take so much data. So yeah, I had to make all these weird plans to figure out how I can temporarily get some like internet to kind of download things that I need to get done. Game sounds very low. Oh, okay, here. You know, it's probably because oh no, you really can't hear. You're right. Give me a second. Okay, you probably hear now. Yeah, I wonder when that changed. Wait. Yeah. Funny how my mic was still working, but not that. Okay. Anyway, you can hear now. Yeah, that's good to point that out. Alright, nice to hear something, right? Even if you can't hear the game sound, probably better to have like some kind of background music at least. Anyways, game sounds probably better for now. Ooh, that's a lot of bombs.
Everybody stand back!
We're gonna blow up when... Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
One with nature.
Ouch. Too close right there. Oh, you.
Busted.
You gotta do this again.
The wind knows me.
I didn't hit anybody. Well, what? I mean, you'd think that kind of wind attack right there would kind of be big enough to hit him, but okay. But
Quietly now.
oh, apparently there's something here to dig. Well, that's a little extra.
I shall treasure this good fortune.
Grab that. Doing my commission stuff shouldn't take too long. I think I have one more commission left. I'm pretty excited to take a look at Sumeru because not only like we have a new region to kind of discover, but also Dendro, new Dendro kind of reaction and stuff. There's a lot of new things to kind of learn. Our new puzzles. The Archon, the Traveler also has a new Dendro form, and you also could somehow get a new 4-star Dendro as well. So a lot of goodies with this update that I'm pretty excited about. I was like worried that I wouldn't be able to like kind of get streamed until like Sunday. It's actually like when I talked to my internet provider about what was going on, they couldn't figure out what was going on. They needed to send somebody over. They scheduled it all like I don't know why. I contacted them on Saturday, right? No, the day of when I didn't have internet. And they scheduled and told me the nearest, the soonest time a technician can come over is next week, like next Saturday. It's like, oh my god, I had to wait a whole week without internet? Ooh.
Get out of here! Yeah, then I'm going in.
The wind knows me.
Yeah, that would have been insane, but I was like,
Gotcha.
was not expecting my internet to come back randomly on Wednesday. Kind of out of nowhere. I mean, it's still a long time, but man, I felt like I would be really behind things if it was all the way into Saturday before I get fixing stuff. Imagine, and also imagine if they came here on Saturday and they still couldn't figure out what was going on. That would be even longer. Oh, okay, daily commissions. All done. Hey, Yummy. Nice to see you again. Did you miss me? It's yeah, it's hard. Did you guys even know I was gone? I like had internet issues for a while. I did post it on Twitter, like, oh, I literally when I have internet and I have trouble connecting or doing anything for a while. But I was at least able to send that message out on Twitter, and I was thinking that if you guys didn't see me streaming some of those nights a couple days ago, then maybe you guys would have searched on my Twitter. I was also kind of thinking of like scheduling like a stream for like Sunday or Saturday, and just leaving out a title like, oh, I don't have internet for a while, so I'll see you guys in a week. Yeah, okay, it's nice that that you know my efforts to kind of keep you guys informed that didn't go like in vain. You guys were able to find that information.
Ad Astro. Thank you for
Yeah, so it's weird, right? Because even though it's just been like half a week, I feel like I have so much to catch up now. Well, obviously the like Genshin stuff is gone, so I don't have to worry about that. Just new Genshin stuff is the new thing to kind of worry about now. But it's not an event, so I could kind of take my time. At the same time, there are new events involving Sumeru that I need to kind of touch, I think. Even Innocence. Like this one, you have to complete a certain quest. I'm assuming it's the main story I have to do to get started in this, and this is how you probably get the new character. It's also a new 5-star character to try. I actually already given him a try a little bit already, and I think he's okay. He's obviously like a DPS character when I look at it. I mean, okay.
Why do you explore?
He's all about like quick firing a bunch of charge shots. So in my head, he's almost like D-Look, but fire and shoots a bow instead. That's kind of what I have in my head of him. That's my initial impression. I mean, I haven't seen too much content because obviously no internet. I can't really see what the world was talking about for a while. Okay, let's see. So commissions are done. I need to burn some resin. I do have one weekly boss I didn't do. I did a bunch of them yesterday. You won your 50-50 on Tagnari. Oh, nice. I might pronounce his name right. But, like, yeah, it's always a good feeling when you win the 50-50. How are you guys liking him so far? I'm actually kind of curious to see what other content creators are saying about him. But I'll check that out later. I mean, just to swap with catching up with a bunch of other things and like working. I haven't had much time to do research. I haven't not read or done anything with Danger Reaction yet, so that's something I need to learn. So maybe that's the hidden thing that will kind of make me more likely to like the Danger characters. Actually, yeah, it doesn't really. Maybe if I look in the tooltip somewhere, I'll mention it. But I think maybe I have to do the constant reaction first to kind of read about it, at least in the game. So probably somewhere online, somewhere somebody posted what Danger reactions I'll do. Okay. Technically, I could use this team for Stormter. He should be pretty easy. Who doesn't have Osmo? Oh, it's Bennett. Bennett doesn't have it. Okay. Try bite me.
Get out of here!
There you go. Thank you for that energy. Hands down. We're going to do this. Oh, they didn't, maybe didn't need to do that, clearly. Right side. Can I drop this? Yeah, I don't have my burst, so I can't usually just... Usually one burst for Ayaka is enough to go from her. But actually, when I do Yolan's burst and then just do some normal attacks, that works too. Sometimes I'm wondering if I don't actually beat this boss early, would have been more interesting. There's probably some attacks I've never seen before. Just because I'm kind of able to out-damage the boss, but I could probably figure that out later. You guys are more interested in seeing how I kind of react to Sumeru. Kind of glad you got Yaimiko. Electro and Dendro damage is yummy. Oh, that's kind of cool to hear. Because damage-wise, Electro reactions haven't been, you know, too hot, right? It's really good at like chip away like defense with superconduct, right? But that doesn't give you big numbers damage from the reaction itself. It just makes it so all your damage afterwards does more damage. Are your physical attacks pretty precise? Let's see, like the other one for Electro, like water kind of just spreads Electro around. Increase more damage, it kind of just makes it better AoE wise. I'm gonna spend the rest of my resin. I need to spend my resin probably into this domain for now. I need to look into the new artifacts, but I do know there's at least probably some Dendro artifacts out there now. So the probably doesn't affect me so much since I don't have any Dendro characters. But that's probably just one artifact. And they usually come out with 2 artifacts per update, so I wouldn't be surprised if the other one might be good. Okay. This probably does this the quickest. Tignari isn't as strong as on his own, but Yai, he does 3 times more damage. Ooh, okay. So you pretty much need a really good, like, yeah. I think if it worked with Yai, then that technically works with Official too, right? Oh, I really don't have any burst.
My apologies.
Yeah, the first one's gonna be slow, but you can't burst down or anything.
Think you can bully me?
Gonna save my burst.
No, my
I'm gonna at least do this.
brain outlines your face.
That way it has some, like, freezing capabilities. Oh, getting distracted by those things he plants down. Okay. Ninja characters need elemental mastery. They albedo and passive, not stronger. So that means Kazuha probably does well for. Wait, does he does well? He increases elemental reaction damage, right? Well, technically, I feel like it works well with everybody. So if it works well with everybody before, it probably still works well with Dendro characters as well. I think these are both bad. I had to. It's been a while since I had to, like, analyze these artifacts. So okay, next 2 runs should be much more quicker. Now I have bursts ready up.
Witness the power. Things are about to get dicey.
Find you, throw your burst out. Much more quicker, right? Have one more resin to go, then we'll be ready to go to Sumeru. In the main story, which probably will take me into Sumeru. I'm like trying to think if AP is good for any Hydra characters. Well, Milan, right? Hydra damage. I'll hold on to this just in case. But that one I'll let go. Farming for the Dendron main for artifacts and got flower for 33 crit damage. Oh, nice. Good number. That's like almost all into crit damage. Almost. So that's some pretty lucky artifact right there.
Here comes the catch. Embrace the ice. Take flight.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see these Dendron reactions. Huh. You know, that's actually pretty good. I'll save that. Especially if it rolls the last 4th stat into crit damage. Yeah, there are some units that kind of prefer attack over other, like, elemental damage stuff, so it could work. characters I can think of are like Jean, Sayu, usually like all the animal wind killers for some reason. But anyway, like even Chi probably used that instead. They use scale most of their attacks and healing by attack stat. Okay, now that we're done with that, let's get started with the Archon quest, which is the main quest. Oh, and I need to go. I thought we need to go further. See all this stuff that I haven't discovered yet. I think this is the closest location. Oh, I mean, anytime they unlock a major region like this, right? It's always so much stuff for you to do. But at least it's not like you don't have to be really capped or do things right away, and kind of take your time with it. I'm like trying to decide what I want to stream for the next few days. Like, kind of hard for me to say because obviously I want to catch up to at least the Sumeru main story as soon as possible, right? But since I didn't really stream Tower of Fantasy since I've been gone for a while, I also probably need to head back to do that. There's also some story there that I want to catch up on as well. I think at least Monster Hunter is in like a really good state, right? Like I'm just post game just hunting. There's no like any more stories to kind of go. It's just new monsters slowly being added, and there's a lot of monsters still haven't hunted yet. But I slowly took my time with that. Go for the statues of 7, start the Archon quest, but do whatever. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Well, since this is here, actually, I mean, it's really close. It's right there, right? Fine, you know what? I'll go over there very quick. It's just right there. I'm already like seeing the new greenery right now. Coral leaf sigil. Oh my god, I haven't even finished collecting all the sigils in Inazuma. Not that I remember that, but okay, have to keep that in mind now. Tell me that because it's right there, right? Yep, there. Huh? Oh, maybe I need to activate. Hey, it's one of those birds. What do you call them? Is that parrot? It is a parrot, right? No, I don't think it's a parrot. It's something else. Anyway. I just realized I'm used to like interacting with things because of Tower of Fantasy. But anyway. Nice. There's still more to discover too. This is just 1/4 of it. Hers mean like forest and desert, so interesting to see how that kind of works out. Feels like it's two polar opposite stuff, right? Am I getting danger powers now? You're not voiced? Yeah, what are those? They kind of look like mushrooms, right? I guess we can ask around and see what we know about this area. Before that, let's I think we need to switch to the traveler himself to kind of power himself up. Boy. Alright, I'm just gonna switch you to traveler really quick.
This world is...
Funny how I don't use the Chao that much. I feel like I need to use him more often. He's just like a harder character to work on because it feels like he always has things to work on. Resonate with Dendro. Kind of was expecting something bigger, but let's see what it just does.
Get her!
Is this a Dendro slash? Can I truck this now? Wait, okay. I need to read what what that actually told me to do. I thought you would touch it just like any other sigil. Monsters affected by electro and Dendro quickening will occur, which will render them quickened? What does a quicken do? Oh wait. When a quickened creature is affected by the aggravate or spread reaction will occur, causing them to take additional damage. Okay. They just take more damage. Okay, wait, I forgot. I need to... Okay, sometimes it appear... Those can manipulate elements that are facing one such creators use the travel swiftly. Oh, it's a travel type of thing? Cover cluster leaves of man, I need something to actually be able to interact with it. Okay.
Propagate!
That does nothing, right? Looks like it does nothing for now. Looks like I need to find something else to kind of be able to play around with that. Okay, let's since we have that unlocked, let's go to the main Archon quest. We'll discover things as we go. Read the description on child. That's what I probably should do. Good point. Wrong menu. Normal attack, we already know that. Unleash a spray of razor sharp leaves. Like Bulbasaur razor leaves, like that. Yeah. Okay. That's nothing too crazy. Kind of normal. But the burst. On the might of the flora will around you, you will create a Lee Lotus lamp. The lamp will deal continuous Dendro damage to opponents within it. So it's like an AoE type of attack. The Lotus leaf will undergo the following changes when it comes in contact with Hydro Electro Pyro. Almost like Animal, from the sounds of it. The lamp's AoE and AoE attacks will increase with Hydro. Electro, the attack speed is increased. In Pyro, the lamp will explode after a short delay, dealing AoE Dendro damage. Leo Lotus can only be undergo one Lotus Light Transfiguration and Inspiration. Okay. Sounds interesting. I want to see it in action though. I'll keep him apart for now. Just to be able to kind of see how this all works. Oh, what was that? That was a boar? A boar with leaf. He was like camouflaged. Okay. What? What am I getting attacked by? Huh? Was it underground? New enemies.
Off we go! Quietly now. My apologies!
Yeah, these are like mushrooms. I didn't expect new enemies to be like mushrooms, but okay. Let me kind of read about them really quick. Fungus. Monster with some basic intelligence. Off from spores. When first hit by electro pyro attacks, it would enter an activated or scorch state. Yeah, I always knew that fire would be kind of strong against Dendro. Defeat this transformed fungus. It seems some different types of rewards. Okay. Turtles? Turtles? Rock turtles? I thought they were like the enemies, but I guess not. Maybe they're sleeping. Fine, I'll leave them alone for now. Wait, I'm here. What? Is it telling me to go underground? Is this not where I need to be? Like down here?
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of do want to keep. I do want to keep Kaza in here because I need him to kind of jump
Want
around.
me to come
I'll
along?
switch out Yulan for now. Rely less on my freeze, I guess. Let's see what some cryo with Dendro does.
There's still a long road.
Actually, you were just a pig. That's with the mushroom. Interesting place to be.
Now that we made it to Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your sister. But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information.
Alright. Sounds like a plan.
But, Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of things. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby.
Well, it's funny because I already went up there. I probably should went down here first.
Look! There's someone up ahead! Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for some directions. Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Maybe she's deaf. Or maybe she's just avoiding us.
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she?
Calm down. It's probably nothing to get worried up about.
Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her. When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for directions.
Through the mist of smoke and forest dark.
Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
Oh, it's gonna be. This is a stealth mission. Have to interact with her. I guess I'll Ignore that for now. Where?
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Let's go take a closer look. Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she? What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again?
Sure, let's give it another shot.
Alright then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we just need her to point us in the right direction. That's all. Oh. What a lovely smell. It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all.
Oh?
Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good.
The smell. It's... something's not right.
What? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything.
Oh no.
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on, wake up.
Am I getting kidnapped? Huh. Okay. So Paimon's not here either. Seems like it just wants me to go to this giant glowy tree. Oh no, what? I'm still in the same spot. Up the French Brook though. Glowy up there. It's kind of takes me back to Elden Ring a little bit because Elden Ring there was like a huge tree you have to kind of go towards. Kind of gave me that kind of vibe.
The Traveler's been out for a long time now.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that he's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about.
That's
Oh,
faster than I
Are you
thought.
awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
Where am I?
Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Paimon was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here.
Thank you for the help.
Oh, no, No thanks are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort?
No, I seem to be fine. Except, taste in my mouth, it's so bitter.
Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up. Whoops!
Oops.
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. All right, I'll get it for you once I'm finished here.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly.
Ooh, he's a tough guy. Very stern.
So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He's chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
Yes, that all makes sense.
Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious?
Oh, that's interesting to ask. Yeah, I saw like a giant tree.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
What? That has some kind of meaning?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Further observation?
But we need to get to Sumeru City.
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape.
Oh no.
If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
What?
Whoa, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell, okay?
Alright.
Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems left and right! Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know!
It's a little weird.
What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now?
Yeah. Body does feel a little weird, but what I mean is, I don't think what I saw were hallucinations.
You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
I'm not sure. Andrea?
Considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari? If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right?
I don't think that's the case. Probably wasn't telling us the truth.
Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us?
Exactly. We need to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations. But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do?
Let's start by having a chat with Kolea. I think that's how I pronounce her name, right? Like, I only heard it once, so I didn't I need to get used to saying her name.
Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow
Kale.
about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru. Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
It is Kale. See something on that, but
Yesterday,
here?
total of 5
Underneath?
duskbirds.
I got a viewpoint. Just the path. But, right, probably be above.
I'll stay here.
Why have Kazuha? Kind of cheating, but
Into the wind.
have him, so I'll use him to that end. So you're probably supposed to use that little sigil type of thing to get up there. Instead of in the middle of trying to figure out.
That was great.
Where exactly am I actually? Oh, that's actually not too far off from where I was.
5 duskbirds.
All right, next let's see your right hand. Yes, not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Is there something we can help with?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Tighnari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me.
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Tighnari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Yeah, it really does.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven.
Okay.
Come on, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
This.
Yesterday, total of
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones.
These are lamps? Can't really tell. I would have just thought they were just plants.
Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it.
I guess it's important to make sure all your lamps are working. I
No
see.
problems with this lamp. Good.
Cool. Right here.
The Statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue.
No need to worry. I'm a terrific climber.
Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas.
You could actually help me with that?
By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Okay.
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone.
Oh.
To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
Oh, we're probably talking about Conrea. Sounds exactly like what happened to Raiden Makoto. Is it coincide with Conrea?
According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Siristana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. But...
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers.
It's probably because she like an airhead. Is that the reason why? Clumsy a little bit apparently.
Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
What? Yeah, we do know Amber.
Wait, Amber? You mean...
How do you know Amber? Amber, the Outriders of the Knights of Favonius?
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her.
Well, it's like Amber has a really crazy admirer. That's pretty nice. Didn't expect that.
If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and... sorry.
Wow, we've never seen this side of you, Holly.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure. You really like Amber.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters.
Oh, pen pals.
In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Oh, well, that must be really exciting for her. No wonder why she kind of trusts us.
So that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust, really. I wish I could tell you more about the Ginger Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Ruka Devata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
Ruka Devata. I feel like I'm missing something. Ruka Devata. Maybe I just need to say it faster.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Ginger Archon?
To help find my sister, apparently.
So that's why you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
Paimon's right. We're friends.
Alright, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
Okay, time to do a little bit of climbing. Or teleporting. Faster that way, right?
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Ruka Devata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Well, Archon statue's been here for a while, right? Usually... I would think it kind of represent the, like, earlier lords, but I'm not quite sure now, because Venti's Venti, and Zong is Zhonglei's, and those guys have been around for years, even before the calamity started, right? So... Okay, let's go with Ruka Devata.
He right. The statue does look kinda old. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below.
Sure.
Nice work! That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
Chloe, but I still don't know how to work with those things yet. We'll figure it out later. Something else. Oh, that's not a sigil right there. Can I see? No, it's one of those things. Any flowers that I never picked up before? I see them everywhere now, but I don't still don't know how to use them. It's like I'm missing something. Right. You go down over here.
Kale, we're back!
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring?
Paimon, some restraint, please.
Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them.
That sounds pretty nice.
Whoops!
Ah, no! You dropped it on the ground!
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
So they're like all wrapped up. Hey,
Pitas are amazing!
lucky.
You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Oh.
Yay! Thanks, Kale! It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments, too.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
So, Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but he's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature.
I was actually wondering what kind of animal he's kind of based on. I couldn't really tell by looking at him.
Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
That does sound like something Inari would say.
Seems you already know him well. Anyway, I'm sure the sages were not happy about his responses. Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
What did you do?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh why? Is he going to die?" It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you. Hey! Now even Kale's starting to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some primordial wrath!
Primordial wrath?
Hey!
Was Paimon trying to tickle her or something? Golly, what's the matter?
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Yeah, that was I couldn't tell whether that was just something else, whether it was from Paimon trying to touch her. Guess that was the latter.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm... I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Oh, it's getting dark. Is that coincidence? Like, was it just because of a certain time of day?
The rainforest climate is far more pleasant than that of the desert.
Ah, Traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes, I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
Rainforest climate is far more pleasant than that of the desert.
Wait until 8 o'clock the following day.
See, catch? That's great. We definitely have enough for a grand feast.
Like, kind of tempted to kind of explore around a little bit, but we'll see if we could kind of push the story a little bit more. This is my first stream back. I am trying not to overdo it. Like, this is actually pretty good stopping point right here, but I feel like squeeze a little bit more. Let's try. I feel like it feels very short. It feels like I haven't done too much yet. I'm kind of just sitting there listening to the story for the most part. It's mostly going to be a lot of more story from the looks of it.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Huh, down here. Once again.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
Oh no.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
Why so secretive? Go. Over here.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because... well, because Kale asked me to.
Oh.
And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body.
Oh, so that's why she doesn't want us to touch her, because she would realize that she doesn't feel normal.
At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia.
What's paresthesia?
In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
Oh, so they kind of like become stone.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, they lose all control over their body?
Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
So, is there any cure for Elazar?
With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
Oh.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you are already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, so it's not just the illness too, it's trauma.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
How's Kali's condition now?
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. All right, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Wait, can we come along?
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as lunar lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
I think I asked to look up.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Lunar lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Lunar lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh, okay then. New Tapai. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
Very insightful. I can see that it can be a lot of information to kind of digest sometimes. Guys aren't too bad. They're barely even attacking me. Probably not like Inazuma. Guys, when you fought those guys, they're a little more tougher than the normal enemies that you normally fight. Here. Sumeru Rose.
There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
All right, sure. Got that it? 3.
Ah,
that's
we've
correct.
gathered enough lunar lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
Couple more.
Hey, Tainari! We found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, is there an issue?
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
So there is trouble.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
Weathering zone?
The Withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already clear just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading, so we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the Withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Let's see. As we think of, wither stuff in Minecraft.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it.
Oh, I might be able to help with this. I can also control the elements.
But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, he may not have a vision, but he's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me.
Yeah, a little nice experiment.
We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close.
Kind of imagine it as like a blackish substance. Kind of take over any things.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved.
Gotcha. Let's do this.
Thank you. But I must warn you, don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing, after all. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go.
Sounds like it's gonna kind of drain my health when I walk in there.
First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
This. Oh, something happened here. Select Dendro Rana and what? Missed it. Attack the withering branches. Charge. Attack. Aim shots. Got this again. Accidentally charged it earlier. God, this is gonna be hard for me to spot this. Because everything's all green. I'm like kind of colorblind to these things. Let's see. Area attacking monsters causing decay to accumulate. All under influence of withering. Use Dendro or Dendrograms to effectively destroy the shields guarding these monsters. Okay. So it's probably good to have a Dendro character sitting around. Bossy mushrooms. I guess you can use it as a jump pad. Okay. Does it actually move around? All elemental resistance, physical resistance, and max HP decreased. Oh. Dreadful withering? Oh wow, you literally just die. Okay. But candles of life. Okay. So it's like a slow like poison like buildup, which probably be lethal once it builds up all the way. Man, that's if I can spot it. These are the new puzzles. Need more.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
That's not the tumor, is it? Oh, whoa, that hurt. Gotta get rid of that decay.
I'm going in!
One with nature.
Now, destroy the tumors of the withering. Yes, thanks to you two. We were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh? Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Almost seems like those two are related somehow.
Huh? But why is that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
Is there no way to really get rid of the withering?
No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
No, I haven't.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
Huh.
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day.
Oh.
The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it.
Huh? You mean Irminsul is sick?
That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Yeah, we'll get check on Cole and see if the tree's doing better or not. There is a teleport point above me. Let's clamp there and push that.
Into the wind.
Kind of weird, but I kind of miss Genshin climbing because every time I did Tower of Fantasy climbing, it's kind of bad. You barely have any stamina where you climb up. Kind of have to really depend much more on jetpack and high areas when I move around. Maybe it's because I have more stamina in Genshin than I do in Tower of Fantasy. Okay. Teleport point unlocked. I think we're good to head back to the village. It's not too far off from here, I don't think. Yeah, like the other teleport point kind of doesn't seem to be like right in the village, but like on like the side of the village.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh. Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
What's wrong with Hypatia?
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
What? Oh, okay. Hypatia's the scholar, but that's her bird?
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first. Oh.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it. Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
What does that mean?
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
I mean, 3 lines, 3 days, right?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Light and refreshing fragrance. No unusual feelings this time.
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait, how'd you know that he'd be okay this time, Tainari?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that he would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsol's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious?
What I saw weren't hallucinations, were they?
That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you. Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Teyvat. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
So what exactly was it that I saw?
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsol. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsol itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsol, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment.
Yeah, I guess talking with other people was kind of disrupting her, so she's trying to focus on see what she was doing. So I saw in chat someone mentioned that those birds are toucans, which is what I was thinking of as well.
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have.
Thank you.
No. I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Okay. this is probably where I'm gonna stop. Phaedra's gonna have to kind of wait to get her food
Yesterday, a total of
tomorrow. Wait, tomorrow? I actually don't know if I'm gonna be streaming Genshin tomorrow. Let me think. I most likely will be streaming Tower of Fantasy tomorrow, I think. And there's a possibility that I will be playing it with other Affinity members. But we will see when we get there. I'm like trying to think when will be the next time I play Genshin. It will most likely be on Sunday. Probably Sunday. Yeah, if not on Sunday, for sure on Tuesday. Because Monday I'm gonna reserve that for Monster Hunter as usual. Yeah, I'm gonna. It's funny because I was like my previous schedule was kind of mostly focused on Tower of Fantasy, right? Which didn't pull through because of the whole internet outage I had for a week. So that pushed a lot of things around. I was hoping to be caught up with the Tower of Fantasy story so I could just focus on Genshin's news story, but it seems like I'm gonna need to kind of do some back and forth between the two. Resident I have. I have enough for one artifact dungeon. I'll do that really quick. So I'm trying to find a good balance of what days to play Genshin, what days to play Tower of Fantasy. They gotta catch up on both the stories. Yeah, I'm thinking about that as I do this campaign. Ideally, I want to kind of rotate around a bit, but obviously, I can't really do Genshins with other Affinity members since the story and stuff in Genshin can be mostly solo, right? But when it comes to Tower of Fantasy, on the other hand, it's a lot more collabable there. But we tend to kind of focus not really on the story when we collab together, kind of do some random stuff on Tower of Fantasy, so it's it sounds, and then most of the days we are able to collab tends to be on Friday and Saturday night. So it seems like those 2 days most likely will be reserved for Tower of Fantasy.
Kamisato art! Sumeru! Whirling snow!
He almost got away. He literally disappeared, but just fell out of where he disappeared into. So yeah, it sounds like those 2 days will mostly focus on Tower of Fantasy, but if they end up being both collab days, at least want one day to kind of go over Tower of Fantasy story, so I have some progression there. Yeah, that was actually pretty bad. Okay, we're now caught up with all our commission stuff and resin stuff, and did a little bit of story, so not too much not too much progress, but some progress, right? Yeah. I'm like thinking, even though I do know that's Saturday and Sunday, well, you know what? I'm pretty sure I will have at least one day where I don't call up and kind of continue with Tower of Fantasy stories. So I think it's really safe to say that I could kind of go back to Genshin afterwards. So maybe I'll do Genshin on Sunday, and I think even though I want to do more Sumeru story, it does seem like I kind of need to focus on Tara and Spiral Abyss, because that will be ending soon, I think. So yeah, I'll do Spiral Abyss on Sunday. And then Monster Hunter Monday. And then probably go back to Tower Fantasy. I'm trying to rotate things kind of more evenly. Tower Fantasy on Tuesday, then go back to Genshin on Wednesday.
Ancient outfit.
That's gonna be part of my plans for the next few days. So Tower Fantasy Friday and Saturday, Genshin on Sunday, Monster Hunter on Monday, then back to Genshin on Tuesday. No, back to Tower Fantasy on Tuesday, then back to Genshin on Wednesday, something like that. Then hopefully I can try to cover everything evenly enough, and hopefully not be behind with like events. Does this have a time limit? Oh, I do see a time limit right here. 12 days. Oh, wait. 32 days. It's kind of hard to see when it's right next to college. Okay, so we have enough time. I'm not in a big rush right there then. It's like literally a whole month. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna be continuing doing dailies and Genshin in the meantime until next time I stream Genshin. Right, I think that's it. This is good enough for today's stream, and I'll see you guys tomorrow if you guys are gonna pop in for some Tower of Fantasy stuff. But yeah, you guys have a good night. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye. NoukonNeko signing out. Bye bye. Man, it's been a really long time.
Really is fascinating.
Snatch Cliff is known for its views.